is ready for the season. Are you?
Hey, this is Gabriel GZ Torres, and then this is
Slick Money, and this is a fantasy football hour.
10 minutes. Alright, so we're going to get to you, and we're going to start off with standings for this season so far, and the Dirty South Division seems it's tied, all at 3-1. And Big East, Droll Squad leads it with 3-1. The High North with the Hasselhoffs on top with 2-2. And the West Division is practically useless.
Alright, now we're going to jump into predictions and difference makers. What this is basically, we're predicting the who's going to win, and difference makers are people who feel are going to, lead them to that victory.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
So,
alright, so first matchup, we got boy Jeezy versus Sperano's Mob. Now, for me, I think I'll say Sperano's gonna take it. I'll give it Sperano's. He needs a win. He's 1-3. For difference makers, I picked running backs. He has Marion Barber, which is playing the Chiefs, shitty ass defense, and also the Mendenhall, which is a good pickup, playing the Lions. I think they're both gonna be really solid. And then we got one more difference maker would be his defense. His defense is
Vikings.
The Vikings playing against the Rams, pathetic ass team.
4-0, baby, Vikings.
Alright, Gary, what do you think difference makers are going to be?
Alright, simple. My difference maker for my team is going to be Steve Smith. He's due for a good game against Washington. He will get it. He will get a touchdown. I know it. Lock it up. Sperano's Mob. I think Terrell Owens. He's kind of frustrated right now, but against Cleveland, I think we will have a good, decent game. Bam.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
And for GZ, he's gonna have a good game. Bam. All right. Next one. The Rams. The only G. The Rams. You're gonna win this one. I saw the matchups. I like Deshaun Jackson.
So do
He's
I.
gonna have an awesome game against the
I say
horrible
that's my
defense
difference
of the
maker.
Bucks. And he also has a very good running back.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Anquan Bolin for the only G is like the only player I could really. He could probably do the most damage on that team, but I still don't see the only G doing anything this season. I'm sorry, bro, but your team's garbage.
You're just pissing me off. Alright. Well, my difference maker for the only G, which would be his quarterback and his defense.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I'm saying my pick is gonna be the Rams.
Alright, Droll Squad versus Ku Klux Clams. We have difference makers. I picked Ben Roethlisberger versus the Detroit Lions. Like, once again, terrible defense. And then also picked Jason Witten. Once again, good matchup. He's gonna rip it up. Him and Romo, baby.
Yeah, I think Jason Witten's also my difference maker. I think he's gonna have a good game. I see him more than maybe around 30 points.
And for the KKK, I went with Chris Johnson. I think he's gonna have a monster game against Colts crappy ass run defense. What do you gotta say, Gary?
CJ also, I went with Chris Johnson. You know, he's gonna be an explosive player this week. I have a feeling though.
Alright, next matchup. Hogs versus
Swagger Kings.
Swagger Kings.
Swagger Kings. Swagger Kings.
Okay, it's Andre Johnson and Sims Walker. Good wide receivers. I think they're gonna have good games. And Swagger Kings. I'm gonna have to go with Mojo and Harrison, baby. Two good running backs. They're gonna have monster games too. Ken, what you guys say?
I'm going with DA for Swagger Kings. That will be my difference maker for this team against the Buffalo defense. DA had a great game last week, and I think he's gonna come through this one.
By the way, I picked Swagger Kings to win this game.
So did I. Swagger Kings it is.
Next matchup, the Texas Teabaggers, baby, versus the Hasselhoffs. Who do you think is gonna win it, Gabriel?
I picked you, dog.
Hell yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Slapjack forever, right? Slapjack.
Yeah.
There we go. We're going with Slapjack.
Alright, difference makers. For my team, got to go with Tony Romo. Hasn't been doing so good lately, but I feel he's going to explode on this game.
Brent Selleck is my difference maker for the Teabaggers. He's been consistent so far and good.
And for the Hasselhoffs.
Good sleeper pick too.
For the Hasselhoffs, I pick both the wide receiver and tight end duo from the Colts. Got Wayne Clark. I think they got another good game.
Hasselhoff, Bernard Barron. I mean, this is a good matchup for Bernard Barron. He's the #1 receiver for the Vikings. So I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna see. I think he's gonna have a breakout game this week. So that's my difference maker for the Hasselhoff.
Next matchup, we got Kendo's Nuts versus Thought You Knew. Kendo's Nuts. I'm about to go with Peyton Manning. Oh wait, Peyton Manning. Does he have Peyton
The
Manning?
nigga's
Oh, yeah.
stupid. AP.
Peyton
all right?
Manning
That's
and
my
AP.
difference maker.
I'm picking both of them, alright? They're both going to have huge games. Thought You Knew. I like your defense. Alright, that's it for predictions. Next, we're going to jump into the sweet play of the week, baby. And I picked Chris Johnson. I think he's going to have a monstrous game against that shitty-ass Colts defense, baby. He's going to run all over them. Who'd you pick, Hero?
I'm going with AP. AP's going to have a monster game, too. I mean,
The Rams?
the Rams?
The Rams? Come on.
Sorry, Doobie.
You guys are jokes.
And
They're like the
Eric
Raiders.
and Kenny. The
Oh,
Rams are garbage also.
They're horrible. Alright,
And our sour, that's our
Terrible.
bust of the week. And me and Sal, we try to go different, but we both came to an agreement.
And that is Kyle Lauren.
Kyle Lauren. Well, this wraps up predictions and difference makers, and we are going to Sal's one-on-one.
That's right, Jeezy. I did get a chance to interview with the head coach of the Texas Teabaggers, and I hate to admit it, but it went a little rough. So
Let's roll the footage. Roll the footage.
hi, I'm here with Slick Money, coach of the Texas Teabaggers, and I had a few questions for you. First question: how are you preparing for this week's matchup? Well, I've been crunching up the numbers all day, and this is all I can come up with. That's right, piece of shit, because the Hasselhoff's nothing but pieces of goddamn shit. Second question: what's your biggest concern? What are you, fucking idiot? My biggest concern probably have to be I'm gonna trim my stash. So how should I do it? I'm thinking about either handlebars or a wax tip. What do you think? You know what? I like the handlebars. Next question: how do you stay badass? What? You're looking right at me, baby. It's a banging ass mustache. The last question: what do you have to say to the Hasselhoffs? Hasselhoffs, I got 2 words. Fuck you. Fuck this interview.
That went well.
Yeah, it actually went pretty smoothly, actually.
Well, that wraps it up for our fantasy football show, and in all due fun, I hope everybody enjoys this season. And we got one more thing to say. So long, gay boy.